It's time for a new conversation on the plan, a weekly podcast from the Spokane County Planning Department as part of its 2026 Comprehensive Plan Update. Hello and welcome to our fourth episode. I'm Tom MacArthur. With us today is Spokane County Planning Director Scott Chesney. Scott, welcome back.
Hi, Tom. Good to be here.
We explained to our listeners last week in the podcast one of the common acronyms planners use is UGA, short for Urban Growth Area. So to the question, who decides what and where these growth areas are going to be?
Tom, that is, as we call it, the $64,000 question in planning. Our growth areas are sought after by communities and developers and builders alike because those are the areas where the newest growth is happening in our communities and in our county. They're decided in a very long, arduous process that starts with looking at the existing growth areas, and the urban growth area by statute includes the municipalities themselves. So each city, each town looks within its borders and determines how much developable land it has remaining from its last comprehensive plan, which might have been in 2020 or before. When that number is available, those numbers of acreage, we base on projected densities, how land has developed in the past, and come up with an idea of what kind of growth can be accommodated within the existing lands that are available. That often is insufficient to accommodate 20 years of growth. And so then it looks at where do we expand our urban growth area boundary to add land to accommodate that future development. That secondary element is also based on principles of law and policy, notably capital facilities, or those things that are put into development to support growth, and that's roads, it is sewers and water, it's infrastructure. It also takes into account schools, fire districts, water districts on the outside of the metro area as well. All of that then lends itself to parcels of land that are adjacent to the existing growth area, but are suited for new development because they have easy access to that infrastructure and are available for development and are good candidates for development based on landform and topography. They're not in critical areas, they're not on steep slopes. When all of those are compared, each community has a chance to recommend the areas that meet their needs based on their capacity or lack of capacity to handle that growth. Those are studied by the planning team through the analysis of the Growth Management Act, and then recommended to the steering committee of elected officials who discuss and make a recommendation to the county board, which has the final determination on creating and implementing that next 2026 urban growth area boundary.
How do residents find out more about their growth in their neighborhood?
It's such a great question. We struggle with that because it's so hard to reach out to everybody at any one time. We have a very robust website presence at SpokaneCounty.org/BP. Within that, if you click the Comprehensive Plan button, it will take you to a repository of all the information, analyses, reports, maps of things that all of the planners are discussing for future growth. We also have had some forums talking about placemaking or the quality of life in new development. What do you want to see in your neighborhoods? There were some in February. There's some coming up, follow-up here at the end of April 29th and 30th. That information is also on our web and will be posted in other places. We do post our meetings and things in the Spokesman Review, and we, through podcasts like this and others, we try to encourage people to check in with us and send us their comments and issues and find out what we're doing.
Thanks for the good information this week, Scott. Spokane County Planning Director Scott Chesney. Our closing quote this week comes from the motivational speaker Dennis Waitley. He says, "Expect the best, plan for the worst, and prepare to be surprised." Thanks for listening to On the Plan from your Spokane County Planning Department. See you again next week. Take care, and bye for now.